Hello friends, welcome back to another session of Core Java tutorials. In today's class, I'm going to talk about one of the very important string methods, which is split function. Okay. So as you can see the method signature of the split method over here. So the split method will take a regular expression as an input and it will give an array of strings. Okay. So it will actually split the string based on the regular expression and it will give multiple strings for us as output in the form of string array. Okay. Right. And there is another overloaded method of split method, which is taking the regular expression and the limit over here. Okay, so the value of the limit can be equal to 0, greater than 0, and less than 0. So what does it mean by being equal to 0? If the limit is equal to 0, then it works like the first split method itself. Okay, so if limit is equal to 0, then the regular expression or the pattern will be applied as many times as possible, and the resulting string array can be of any size, and the trailing empty strings will be discarded. So that is the functionality if we are mentioning limit to be 0. If the limit is greater than 0, so in this case, what happens is the regular expression or the pattern will be applied at most limit minus 1 times. Okay. And the resulting array's length will not be more than n, and the resulting array's last entry will contain all input beyond the last matched pattern. Okay. Right. And if the limit is less than 0, in this case, the pattern will be applied as many times as possible and the resulting array can be of any type. Okay, right. So now that we have seen both the method signatures of the split method, now we'll get into action and where I'll show you each and every functionality of the split method in programs. There are two ways in which actually we can split a string. One method is using the split method of the string class, and the second method is using string tokenizer class. Okay, by using the string tokenizer class, also we can actually split the string into tokens. I'm going to show you the first method, which is using the split method of the string class. So let me take a string over here. So string str is equal to, so I have a string, say for example 091, and then say I have a phone number, something like this. Okay, fine. So now I want to split this particular string based on the regular expression or pattern, which is hyphen. Okay, so let me actually show you this. So what is the input? So this is the input, right? And what is the regular expression? So regex is nothing but hyphen. Okay, and then what will be the output? So the output will be a string array. So I'll be getting an output which is 0. So double quotes 091. So this is the first string I'll get. And the second string that I'll get is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. And so this is the output that I'll get. So the string is splitted based on the regular expression that I have given, which is nothing but hyphen. It can be hyphen or it can be more than one character as well. Not only one character, it can be a regular expression. Okay, fine. So based on that, we can actually split. So this is how it works. Let me actually do that and show you. So here I'm taking the split method. So str dot split. Okay, and I want to split based on what the regular expression, which is hyphen. So I just have given hyphen, and since this split method will give you a return type, and the return type is the string array, right? So I need to say string s, okay, is equal to. So all the splitted strings will come into this particular string array. Now let me actually turn in the loop and show you each and every string. Okay, so string s1, and then this is s, and then let me write system dot out dot println, and okay, s1. Okay, so what I have done in this code is I have taken a string, Then I have splitted the string based on the regular expression hyphen, and then the result is caught in the string array S. And then herein I am using enhanced for loop to turn in this particular string array one after the other, taking each and every string and then printing it on the screen. So when I run it, I'll be getting two strings because there is only one hyphen here. One is 091 and then followed by the next string. Okay, so this is how your split method works. So the string is string S1 is equal to, I'm taking Betty and at the rate, water, at the rate, bought, at the rate, a bit, then I'm putting a space and the space and then butter. Okay, right. So this is what I have taken. So let me put some TTs over here, which I'll be using later for, because I need to show you the less than and all that. So I need a repetition of the characters over here. So I'm putting some TT at the end also. Okay, so this is my string. Say for example, this is my string. So now let me apply the split method. So I need to catch it in a string array. So I'm saying string s is equal to, so s1 dot split, and I want to split it with the regular expression, which is nothing but at the rate. So at the rate, comma. Okay, so first let me show you what will happen when I give at the rate. Okay, so then I need to print, I need to turn in the loop, right? So let me actually turn in the loop. So take an enhanced for loop. So string x, okay, column s, and then herein we are printing x. Okay, fine. So let me actually run this x. Okay, fine. So let me run this. Okay, so when I have run this, you can see that at the rate, right? After Betty, there is an at the rate. So this has become my first string. And then bottle has become my second string. And then bot has become my next string. And then a bit of butter and then TT and all that has become my next string. Okay. So here, just try to understand that when I'm not giving any limit. Okay. So this regular expression has been applied on the entire string. Okay. So it has been applied on the entire string. I'll show you another functionality of it, but first let me actually give a positive number. And a positive number that I'm giving is 3. Okay. So here 3 is nothing but the limit of application of this like regular expression on the string. So when I say 3, it will be applied 2 times, which is 3 minus 1. So 2 times it will be applied on the string. Okay. So let me run this and show you. So you'll understand it very clearly. It will be applied only 2 times. Okay. So as you can see, this is the first occurrence of the pattern, right? So this at the rate is the first occurrence of pattern. So it has split Betty and Butter. And then this is the next occurrence of at the rate. So it has split Butter and bought. But as I have given the limit to be 3, it will be applied only 2 times. Okay. So that's the reason for the third time it didn't apply at the rate or the regular expression. So this is regarding limit being a positive number. Okay, greater than 0. And it could be anything. If I give 10, it will be applied 10 minus 1 times. Okay, right. So I hope everybody understood the limit over here being greater than 0. Okay, so let me give a negative number over here. To give the negative number, so let me take another regular expression. So here I want it to split based on E, okay? And then I'm giving a negative number here, which is minus 2, okay? So when I give a negative number, it will be applied as many times as possible. When I give a negative number less than 0, the pattern will be applied as many times as possible and the resulting array will be of any size. Okay, so it will be applied as many times as possible. So when I run this, it will be applied on the entire string. Okay, so as many times as possible. So you can see this is the first place. and this is the next place, and then this is again the third time it is occurring. So it is applied on all the positions over here in the entire string. But what is the difference between being zero and having a negative thing is that the in being zero, the trailing empty strings will be discarded. Okay, so the trailing empty strings will be discarded. To show you that, let me actually put a zero and show you. Okay, so I'm saying string, I will apply this on T. Okay, so let me apply this negative number on T and then show you. Um, to actually show you this better, let me actually put, to show you that there are trailing, let me actually write one more statement here, system.out.println statement. Okay, so herein I'm saying end. Okay, fine. So let me run this and show you. So I'm applying it on T. Okay. So just take a very keen observation over here. So first I have applied it on T, right? So what happened? BE is my first string. And then I have applied T, right? So there are two T's over here. So what it will do is when only one is there, it will simply consider it to be the pattern. But when two T's are there, it will place one space over here. Okay, because there is repetition. So one space is kept after T because there are repetition of three T's. When there is no repetition, it doesn't put a space. But when there is repetition of TT and all that, so spaces are added over there. So these are the spaces. So you can see that after ER in the butter, there are two T's. So you can see there are spaces here which are kept trailing spaces after ER. So to show you this, I have used a system.out.println statement, which is end. Okay, right. Else, if I did not write this system.out.println statement, you will not be able to know that there are trailing the spaces here. Okay, so this is with the negative number, which is less than 0. So when I give a 0, what will happen is this trailing zeros or this trailing spaces will be vanished off. Okay, so I want you to observe it once again. So when I give less than 0, so I got some trailing spaces because there is repetition of T and T over here. Okay, but when I give a 0, so this trailing spaces will vanish off. So I'm making it as 0. So I made this to be 0. Now take an observation that this end will come straight after this. Okay. But the middle spaces will be as it is. Only difference that we get is the trailing spaces will be vanished off. Okay. So let me actually run this and show you. So just look at the output. Yeah, just look at the output. The internal spaces are kept as they are, but you can see that the trailing spaces have been removed off. So that's the difference between limit less than 0 and limit equal to 0. Okay. And the first overloaded split method where there is no limit, right? So it is equivalent to this particular one. Okay. So it is equivalent to split method with limit being 0. Okay. Now I will show you how to give a regular expression class wherein I want to split the string based on many characters. Okay. So let me say that this S1 string S1 is equal to, so first I'm saying Sudha, I have Sudha, then there is a comma, then there is Rani, then there is dot A, and then there is close square bracket, a P, and then dot, and then I have Java, a question mark, and then tutorial. Okay, so this is the string that I am having. Okay, so now I want to split this. Okay, so string S is equal to S1 dot split, and now we need to give the regular expression. So since I have many characters to be considered to make the a split, I'll be putting it in the square brackets. Okay, so within the square brackets, I'm saying consider comma for the split, dot for the split, and then the question mark for the split. And I would also want to consider this closing square bracket also as a split. But if I give that, it will be misunderstood to be the opening and the closing square brackets in which like we are putting the regular expression. So it will misunderstand it to be the syntax. So for that, I'm putting backslashes like this and then the closing square bracket so that this will be considered as a split. Okay, right. And so let us turn a loop. So I'm turning an enhanced loop over here. So string, okay, x colon s, and then we'll say system dot out dot, okay, print ln, so which is nothing but x. And so it should be a string array, right? Okay, fine. So let me run this. Okay, fine. So you can see here that it has made a split on this comma, then on the dot, and also on the closing bracket, and then the dot here and the question mark. Okay, so this is how you give a regular expression. And not only this, let me say, for example, you want to split it based on the space. Okay, so if you want to split it based on the space, so I have Sudharani, right? So let me actually give a space here, the split, and I'll hit the run button. So this is where you are splitting it based on the space. Okay. Or else you can also give two slashes and an S, which will actually split it based on the spaces. Okay. So that's it, friends. This is all regarding split, which will be very, very helpful to you in your placements. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.